us. Yeah, you gotta hear us. Yeah, you better feel us.
Welcome to Who Knew, where you can't say who knew when I'm telling you the truth. My name is Delonte, and let's get to this topic. Today's topic today is, what is your purpose? Is it marriage or is it your career? Now, a little bit of information as far as in what society tells you your purpose should be as a man, what I believe your purpose should be as a man, and pretty much what the statistics say the best version of yourself should be. Okay, so let's go with society. Society tell you as a man you need to be married and be happy. Society tells you you should be married, be happy, be in bliss, go off into a fairy tale, everything's gonna be okay. The only thing you have to do is pretty much 50-50, bring half as much as what the woman brings, and you guys will be happy. Now, this is going to be based off my belief. This is what I believe in, because I do believe social constructs do not adhere to reality. So basically, what society tells you doesn't always adhere to what reality really is. So let's go with the reality. Reality is, I'm going to go off of the Bible first. I'm going to talk about the Bible first. What the Bible says of what your purpose is according to the Bible, man's purpose is to have dominion over the earth and procreate. So let's break that down a little bit. Have a dominion over earth and procreate. Procreating, everybody knows, having children. You have to have a woman to have a child. That's just what it is. So that's part of your purpose according to the word. It's one of the reasons why you're better together than apart. Have a dominion over the earth. So dominion, we have to break down what dominion is. Dominion is rule. So when you think of rule, you have to look at it as if that you are a king. So in reality, to rule over your subjects, you have to be an acts of service towards them. So that's what really rule is. You being an acts of service to your subjects. You have to develop certain qualities as a man to be able to have rule over the world, over your home, your kingdom, of anything. You have to have certain qualities as a man. You have to build those particular qualities. So that's the standpoint that I'm coming from as far as what I believe reality shows you. And I'm going to break down everything in regards to that. So when you look at your priorities should align with your purpose. So for a man, this is my opinion, and then I have some statistics and facts to back that up. My opinion is a man should focus on his career. The reason why, because that would help him get closer to having dominion over the earth and procreating. The way he does that, of course, when I say career, I mean in like building wealth, having ownership on your own business, or even investing. Now, there's different ways to be able to get there. Everybody has their versions of ways to get there, but you have to develop certain qualities, and certain qualities is going to help you out be the best version of yourself. A few of those qualities that will help you be the best version of yourself is being decisive, assertive, being a leader, and being argumentative. I know people don't think like argumentative is a good thing, but every let's say wealthy person, great wealthy person, they pretty much are argumentative to a certain extent, because they have to argue for contracts. They have to debate. You call it debating and arguing, whatever they got to do, negotiating. You have to be able to do these types of things as a wealthy person to gain wealth. These qualities that you're going to need to be a leader, because all these qualities encompasses someone. What you have to do is you have to gain these qualities. Now, the way to gain these qualities is by facing adversity. Typically, adversity builds man. It builds your character as a man. So the different things that you go through, trials and tribulations that it takes to be able to become wealthy, typically build these typical qualities. So even if you're working 2 to 3 jobs to be able to gain cash, to be able to invest it in different ventures, invest it in yourself, doing that work helps you build up that teamwork. Then building your value and making money, you tend to learn how to argue for higher wages. You tend to learn how to be more decisive, because you see that being decisive is more productive. You get more money by being more decisive than being indecisive. Tend to move faster. Being a leader, being able to be that person that everybody come to, like, hey, what do we need to do? So you get those type of qualities by building your value. So once you build enough value, you see those qualities make you a better man. And women see that. Everything that you do for yourself to better yourself as a man innately makes you more attractive to a majority of women. And that's how you want to be perceived. You want to be attractive to a majority of women. And then you have a better option out of the women that you choose. So you might, majority of men look at women for beauty. You're going to get a beautiful woman, but now you can get to look at the qualities that that beautiful woman bring. You have a better choice out of the majority. So you're building your value. So that's a couple reasons why, as far as your priority should be building your value, because it gives you the best option to get the best wife. Now, a wife, as men, we look at a woman that would be a great motherly figure, not only beautiful to the eye, but be a great motherly figure to your children, because you want to live the legacy. So to be able to get the best quality woman, you have to build your value to the highest possibility, so you'll be attractive to a majority of women. Okay? You're not doing that for the women. You're doing that for yourself, because to align with your purpose, you have to build your value, because to be able to give back to the world, you have to have money, you have to have a trade, you have to be able to show other people how to be better versions of themselves, show other people how to help out the earth. To be able to do that, you just can't be a low value man to be able to do that. You can't just be talking about it, because faith without deeds is dead. Period. And that's how I live my life. Faith without work is dead. It's all the same. So that's one of my baseline as far as what a man should be doing to fulfilling it, to align with their priorities in life and fulfilling their purpose. That's the route that they need to go. So also I want to speak towards this. Statistics. Statistics show typically men who have more money of a higher value stay married longer, live healthier lives, have typically built up enough wealth to be able to pass down for generations. So your quality of life is a lot better, and you're able to affect more people in life. Meaning you're able to touch people, not just touch them with their words or touch them with your hands. You have the ability to be able to change people's lives, typically, if you work on building your value. And you have children to replenish the earth. You built your value. You are able to pass down the knowledge to your lineage, so they can in turn keep replenishing the earth. So right there, you're fulfilling God's purpose in life by procreating, having dominion on earth. You're an acts of service to the world, because as a leader, that's what you do. You not only explaining it to them, you show them how to do it. And I want all men to look at it this way, is to look at, hey, what your priorities is, and align that with God. So whatever your priorities is, align that with your purpose. Start trying to build your value. Stop running behind females, trying to force yourself to get married, listening to what people in your head telling you to do, and focus on getting your money right. When your money is right, when your mental is right, and your physical is right, you will be right. So that's what you focus on first. Then once you build up your value, because men typically get married roughly in their late 30s. Women typically, if they are going to get married, they pretty much, men are looking for women between their ages of 25 to roughly, I give about 32, and that's that women. Women need to typically get married on the younger side. Men typically need to get married on a later side, just because that's when they be best fits for each other to be better mates. I've been married for 2 years, and I wasn't quite the best fit for my wife when I first met her. She was working on herself and had the ability to be the best fit for me, but I had to be able to be the man that I needed to be able to get her into the correct program with me, so we'd be aligned together. So luckily I had a great woman who was willing to wait for me to get myself together, so I could be the proper leader for her and tell her what I needed, and see if she was able to fall in line with what I needed as a help meet. And that's a woman that helps me in the areas that I'm lacking. When I was able to build up my value a little bit more and get myself right mentally, I was able to show my wife, hey, this is where I'm leading you to. Because as a man without a plan, you can't be a proper leader. Because if you can't let her know what you're going to do for at least the next 10 years, what is your plan for like the next 5 to 10 years of your life, then know, hey, this is the plan for us as a family, and this is my goal, and this is my purpose, and we are aligning together. Are you willing to fit into that program? This is our duties and our relationship, but we can help each other. You have to be able to say those things to her so she'll know what she's getting herself into, because you want to have peace in marriage. That's what you want, peace in marriage. So the things you should be focusing on is on yourself, getting yourself together, and then approach the woman once you have everything together and you made it, not even to the finish line, but you're almost there, but you got everything together financially, everything you got. Then start sourcing your options and fit them into your program. But I do not suggest rushing into marriage. I do suggest using protection if you are out there doing what you're going to do, using protection and building your value as a man so you'll be able to fulfill your purpose that God wants you to fulfill and have dominion over the earth. Definitely thank you for tuning in. Again, this is Who Knew. You can't say who knew when I'm telling you the truth. My name is Delonte, and I'm out.
We KingGorillas. Yeah, the realest niggas. Yeah, you gotta hear us. Yeah, you better feel us.